Okay, let me ask just one final question to Prashant Bhushan, who's followed this case so closely. Do you believe now, sir, given the way things are, that a Supreme Court monitored probe, the government obviously kicked into action because they were petrified that the SC will take over this probe like it's taken over the 2G probe. Do you believe that if the SC doesn't get active, we'll never know who has these $8 billion lying outside and whom it actually belongs to? Is that now the only option, sir?
Yes, it appears to be so, and I think more than just monitoring the probe, it is essential that the Supreme Court appoints a couple of full-time retired officers of impeccable integrity who should look into this investigation on a full-time basis, supervise it on a full-time basis. Because the Supreme Court monitoring by just looking at status reports once in a while is not really going to lead to effective monitoring of the case.
Okay, that's a very important point you're making. The government's credibility at this time is at an all-time low. It has done nothing over the last 4 years. We've got these documents which show that they didn't even bother investigating properly. Yes, please go on, make final points before I end the show, sir.
Rahul, yes. This is the Hasan Ali Quattrochi government.
Say one thing.
Yes, Mr. Malik.
Rahul, I just want to say one thing, that in case media or the Supreme Court is able to enforce the money laundering recovery, it will be the biggest political earthquake which will hit our post-independent India. Because I know one thing very clearly, that ruling class knows how to manipulate the system, and they are manipulating the system. Today, Telka, I was going through the my computer, and I saw a story in Telka from one Ashish, which said that one whistleblower has complained to the Supreme Court that the government or some officers or some ministry in the government is ensuring that enforcement directorate goes slow on the 2G scam. So I am very clear that unless it is very vigorously followed, the same thing, the way it has happened with the Hasan Ali, that the money has gone within a second, every launderer or every swindler will take away the money, and we will be just
something which is not okay. The people of India will not accept that, and if the government thinks that they can act with haste and make the people believe that they are doing so out of a process of law, that's not an explanation the people of India at this time are willing to buy. These documents laid out in the public domain for the first time by headlines today clearly demonstrate that the ED officials on Hasan Ali's trail were never serious. Never was Switzerland asked, never was UBS asked, no official ever went abroad. Why not? And of course now UBS will turn around and say that it doesn't have the money because obviously someone's taken it away. This is a story headlines today will continue to track very, very closely. Kashinath Tapuria for joining us from Kolkata, giving us your side of the story. Many thanks. Thanks also to Tarun Vijay, Vipin Malik, Prashant Bhushan, Subramaniam Swamy for joining us in our studio. Thank you very much, sir. We look forward to you taking this headlines today investigation up in the Supreme Court tomorrow. Sure. Thanks also to Sandeep Bamzai. This is all I have time for on Center Stage tonight. It's been a power-packed edition of the show. I look forward to seeing you at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Again, I'm supposing the Supreme Court will be leading the charge. It's really the most potent opposition in the country at this time.